What's going on, everybody? Okay, today I'm pretty excited to show you guys what I packed for my 10-day trip here in Bali. Now, this trip is my first international trip, and I'm excited to share with you guys everything I did right, everything I did wrong, what I should have packed, what I shouldn't have packed, and share with you guys my experience so hopefully you guys learn what to do and what not to do when you're taking your first trip to Southeast Asia. And just to keep, just so you guys know what season I'm in, right now I came to Bali in November. And November is the rainy season. From November to like January is the rainy season. And honestly, that rain didn't really affect too much of my trip because even when it does rain, you dry off pretty quickly because it's pretty hot here still, and because, you know, it's Bali and it's gonna rain. It's okay. A few things I would have done differently, but not too many things. Everything was pretty much easy to solve when it did start raining, except for bringing a poncho when I was on the motorbike. Besides that, it wasn't a big deal. I got wet, not a big deal. It's water. All right, let's go ahead and get started and run down everything I brought. Now, I packed everything in my gooseberry backpack, and I'll give you guys a rundown of that backpack and my review on it. I actually really do like it. And my experiment with the whole entire trip was to see if I was able to take all of the things that I needed from the United States to Bali in a single backpack and see how comfortable it was. And there's a couple of things I would have done differently. The only thing, I wouldn't have taken a backpack on the plane. That backpack is actually meant to be a carry-on. It's a perfect size for a carry-on, and that's what I did. I had my everything you see here in that backpack, and I was able to travel with it no problem. The only thing was that I did have a 24-hour layover in Shanghai, and I had to carry that backpack around. I didn't have any wheels on it, so it was pretty heavy, and it did kind of suck. So if I would have done things differently, I probably would have carried on that backpack. I wouldn't have carried it on. I would have unzipped the little backpack that the gooseberry has, taken my valuables in here and an extra pair of clothes in case my check-in gets lost. So this bad boy has everything you need to carry your laptop and your passport and everything. I would have thrown in my laptop, chargers, and toiletries and an extra pair of clothes in this backpack, and then carry this on, and then this I would have checked in because it was really heavy. And this bad boy has I'll give you guys a review on it later, but this bad boy has the straps here that will hide. There's like a little thing that comes up that hides them, and you carry it like this. And I could have carried this to the check-in and it would have been fine. And if I did lose it and there was no luggage, then it would have been fine because I had this backpack with an extra pair of clothes and all the important stuff that I needed on me when I carried it on the plane. So that's the only thing I really would have done differently with my luggage, would have been just that. And that was a little experiment that I wanted to see how I could have done it. But honestly, it's just too heavy for me to carry for that long period of time. It really was hurting my back. And if you're not like a physical person like I am, if you're not constantly working out, it's gonna be even worse. So if you are gonna be taking a trip with the layover, make sure you check in your bag and then carry an extra pair of clothes and your carry-on in case you do lose it. But anyways, so let's go ahead and start with the jeans. So I did bring 2 pairs of jeans, and I honestly didn't have to. I didn't wear these. Actually, I wore the black jeans on my after my layover in Shanghai to Bali, which was 6 hours, and then I wore them to the club. I did wear these and a white t-shirt. So I would have only brought 1 pair of jeans. I wouldn't have brought 2 because I didn't really need to, because it was hot and I wanted to wear shorts. So bring 1 pair of jeans, wear them on the plane if you want to, or just put them in your bag and you should be okay. What I did wear on the plane though, for my 16-hour flight from LAX to Shanghai, was these pair of Reebok joggers, and they were really comfortable pants. They're actually warm too, so on the plane it wasn't too cold, and the plane has a blanket that they give you, so it's no big deal. But I did wear these bad boys on the plane, and there were no issue. Everything was good. They have nice pockets with zippers, and I was able to put my important stuff in my pockets without worrying about anybody jacking my stuff. So that was cool. As far as shirts, I did bring 1 nice shirt because I didn't know dress codes here in Bali the dress code is you can wear whatever the hell you want to the club. You can wear flip-flops if you want. So I didn't really need that. I wouldn't have brought this. So, it's one of those things where it's a toss-up. I brought it just in case. Maybe I would have gone to a nice dinner where a t-shirt wouldn't have been so appropriate. But I didn't have to wear it because I didn't really go anywhere too fancy, because I was just eating at really nice cafes with my t-shirt or my tank top. There was no real need for this, but I brought it anyways. And I probably would bring it next time too. So I did bring enough underwear for my entire trip. I brought 11 actually, or actually 12 of the ones I was wearing on the plane from LAS to Shanghai. So I brought a total of like 12 underwear and 12 socks, because even though I was wearing flip-flops most of the time, you never know. I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I did bring a whole bunch of socks. And as far as t-shirts, I brought a total of 13 t-shirts. I know, overkill, right? But honestly, I'm really happy I did, because I was sweating so much in these shirts that I was wearing like almost 2 different shirts a day. So I was wearing my regular tank tops. I brought mostly all tank tops. I brought 9 tank tops, and I brought 4 t-shirts. I brought 2 t-shirts and 2 long sleeves. So the tank tops are warm most of the time. So these bad boys have no sleeves, and it's so hot that these came perfect. And these are actually workout t-shirts, sleeveless shirts, and they were really nice too, because the material is really soft and they don't chafe. And if you're sweating, it doesn't chafe you, and it's actually pretty nice material. So I brought a whole bunch of these 9 tank tops, 2 t-shirts, and 2 long sleeves. I wore the long sleeves on the plane. Both long sleeves I wore on the plane, and they were really nice because I was getting cold on the plane, so these came in handy. As far as my clothing, one last thing. Of course, I'm in Bali, so you have to bring board shorts. And I brought a total of 4 board shorts. And the only thing I don't like about these board shorts is that the pockets are too small. So if you are going to travel to Southeast Asia or anywhere where there's a beach, make sure you buy shorts that have bigger pockets than this. This pocket doesn't even fit my cell phone. It barely fits anything in here, which was a pain in the butt, because I would have to carry a backpack everywhere I went, which I didn't like. I don't like carrying a backpack, and I don't like not having my phone in my pocket, because I don't know if it's like, what ended up happening was that I had to put my phone in my backpack, and every time I needed directions, I had to take my backpack off, pull my phone out. At one point, I thought I lost my phone because I couldn't find it in my backpack. So I was going crazy. So normally I always have my phone in my pocket, and I could feel it right away. And if it's missing, then I can right away know that it's not there. So if you're gonna buy board shorts, buy some that have deep pockets, because these are not gonna be cool if you need to carry your cell phone around. And most of the time I was wearing board shorts because it was really hot and I was getting wet, and I was going to the beach and the pools. So board shorts were a must. I wore these bad boys, multiple times a day. I switched pairs. Like I would go in the pool and then get out and dry off, and these were still kind of wet. So I would throw these aside, get them dry, put a nice, dry set on, and then I was good to go, and I was ready to rock. So get at least 4 for a 10-day trip, and you'll be cool switching them on and off. And if they do get dirty or they start smelling, then just wear the other ones you brought, so you're good to go. I also brought a snapback, because when my hair is naturally curly, so when I was getting in the water and dried off, it was really frizzy. So I brought a hat just because it's keeps my hair under control. So and the last thing was, I did bring a sweater on the plane, because I thought Shanghai was gonna be really, really cold, but it wasn't. It was actually hot. I don't know how the weather's gonna be when I get there, but I'm probably gonna be in the airport the entire time of my 5-hour layover. So I probably won't need that, and I will be wearing a long sleeve. So I should be okay without a sweater. I probably shouldn't have brought the sweater, but better safe than sorry. This one's pretty thick, and I really didn't need it. I'm probably gonna just leave it here before I leave home. I also brought an eye mask. You need an eye mask, especially for a 16-hour flight. You're gonna need some way to block out all the light, because your next door seat partner might be watching a movie and you might want to go to sleep. So it's always good to have an eye mask and earplugs or noise canceling headphones. I use a Sennheiser Sennheisers. I'll put a link in the description below to an Amazon. And I also use my iPhone earbuds sometimes, depending where I leave my Sennheisers. So anyways, that is what I use. This is what I brought as far as clothing. Now let's move over to like the miscellaneous stuff that, you know, like pro tips, you know. All right. First things first is you're gonna need one of these little mesh bags. All right, first things first, I did bring a mesh bag because I heard it was a good idea to bring one in case you just need to throw your cell phone and wallet and some random stuff in there. But honestly, every time I needed to bring that, it was too small. It was way too small for me to carry anything important, and it was so disorganized because I would throw in my charger in here, I would throw in my extra battery pack, my GoPro, some chargers, some cables, my extra phone, my sunglasses, my water bottle, my laptop sometimes, my passport, my money. I would throw it all in that big bag, in the center bag, right? And because I would always be, and I'll explain to you why I would throw all that stuff in there. So I would throw all that stuff in there, and then I would need like something specific. I would have to empty it all out and then put it all back in, and it was really annoying. Even though this one does have extra bags, this one has a front bag and then it has like a little zipper bag. It was still really annoying. So what I did that one day, and I got really like, I got rope burn from these damn ropes because it was so heavy. So I was like, I should just bring my other backpack. So that's what I did. I brought my Osprey rip-off bag, and then I just threw everything in there, and everything was so organized because that thing has so many bags or pockets, you know? So the reason why I was carrying so much stuff is because, number one, I'm paranoid. Number two, I'm really paranoid. I do not want to be in Southeast Asia with a cell phone that has no battery, or lose my cell phone and I don't know where the hell I'm at, or not have what I need. Okay, so normally what I would travel with just around town would be an extra cell phone, my battery pack, which I keep in this little box, and let me open this up for you guys. So I would take my battery pack. This bad boy is enough battery life in it to charge my phone for like 10 times over, and my laptop like 3 times over. I wouldn't take all this random stuff. I would actually put like my adapters in here, but I would not take all this stuff that's in here. But I would take this because I didn't want my battery to die, and you know, what if I didn't have anywhere to charge it? I would bring this multi-cable. This bad boy has one USB drive connector at the end and multiple different adapters. So like it has iPhone, it has GoPro, and it has like a Samsung charger and the old iPhone. So this bad boy can charge all of my accessories or all of my stuff. Cell phone, extra cell phone, depending. I would sometimes bring my GoPro, sometimes not. But I would always bring 2 of these USB connectors and at least 2 of these adapters for American to Bali wall chargers. And the reason why I would bring 2, and the reason why I brought so many, I'm glad I did actually, was because here in the hotel we had a shortage, or a power surge actually, and it destroyed 2 of these. And I'm glad I brought an extra one because I've been using this one the whole entire time. So I'm glad I brought these extra ones. So I would carry that. I would carry my gum. I would carry hand sanitizer because, you know, you got to keep yourself clean and not get sick. And I would carry some snacks. And sometimes I would carry my laptop depending if I was going to a cafe or not. But I would carry, and my passport and extra money. I would carry, and then my water bottle. Jesus, see, I'm carrying so much stuff. And the reason why I did that is because I'm paranoid. I don't want, like, honestly, the first day I was here, I thought I lost my cell phone because I threw everything in that bag and I couldn't find my damn cell phone. It was crazy. I was going nuts. I did find this cell phone, but I didn't buy a SIM card for it right when I got to Bali. I only bought a SIM card for the phone I'm using now. And I was going crazy trying to find a location to charge, number one, charge this phone. Number two, buy a SIM card for it. And it just sucked. So after that, I was even more paranoid, and I was like, nope, never again. So this is everything I brought. Anyways, don't bring that. Bring a backpack that has nice little storage areas for you to put your stuff in, okay? Because it's gonna be more comfortable because the straps are padded and it has a waist strap and it does have a chest strap, and it's a lot safer because it has locations where you can put a lock on there so nobody can open it while you're not watching or when you are just walking around, you know? So don't bring a mesh bag. They're dumb. Never again will I bring a mesh bag on my traveling tips. Okay, as far as what I brought, as far as accessories, you gotta bring snacks. I was in Shanghai for 1 day and I hated the food. I hate the food in Shanghai. Maybe I didn't go to the right places, but I was only there for a day and I couldn't find anywhere to eat that I liked. I was eating like bread the whole entire time and my snacks. I brought like a ton of these peanut butter packs and I'm down to my last 2 and I'm saving them for tomorrow when I have to take my flight to Shanghai because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna eat there. So I'm bringing those bad boys and a loaf of bread because that'll probably get me through the entire day. And I brought some granola, almond, just like cereal type thing, but I don't drink milk, so I just eat these bad boys like that. Get lots of energy. I'm good to go. Some cookies just because I like the sugar in my diet because I don't need too much. I don't need too much sugar, but that kind of helps me a little bit. 2 6-foot iPhone chargers, 3 locks that I use to lock my backpacks with, a whole bunch of accessories for my MacBook. Bring gum. Always carry this in your carry-on. You know, GoPro if you are planning to record stuff. GoPro accessories. Headphones for sure. I brought 2 pairs of headphones. One's right here, and one of them is in my little carrying case for my charger. Hand sanitizer because you gotta make sure you don't catch anything or get sick. All the connectors you're gonna need for your products, like your cell phone, for GoPros, all that good stuff. I brought these Ray-Ban. Actually, they're knockoff Ray-Bans. I brought these because they cost me $5, and I figured if I lose them, I'd lose them. And I did forget these when I was riding my moto, and I had to buy an extra set, which cost me $2. So I've been wearing these bad boys the entire time. Keeps the sun out of my eyes, and they're great. I don't care if I lose them. Did I mention chapstick already? Keep this in your carry-on with your gum and your hand sanitizer. Money of the country you're going to. You can always exchange the money when you're wherever you're at. They have a lot of currency exchange places that will exchange your money, no problem. I will show you guys how to do that in another video. You need pens. Carry pens in your carry-on because you need pens to like write with. It's amazing how many times I needed pens. Money, your passport. Always make sure you carry. I always carry enough money to buy a plane ticket to get home. So most of the plane tickets that like same day from here to LAX were around like $800, $900. So if I needed, because I checked, okay, I just wanted to see how much it was for a plane. Like let's just say something happened today and I needed to get the hell out of this country. I would go to the airport, buy a ticket, and it would have cost me $900, but I wouldn't have cared because I would have had the money. So I always carry at least $1,000 on me because that's normally enough money to get you out of any trouble. You need your passport, of course. And I brought 2 different types of credit cards, ATM cards, excuse me, one from Chase, one from Wells Fargo. 2 different banks because sometimes what ends up happening is that your bank will block any money that you are trying to get out because you're in a different country. Especially, I called my banks and I told them I was traveling to Indonesia, and Chase gave me a little bit of trouble. They said, it's not a good idea if you use the ATM cards, but we'll make sure that we know or put in the system that you're traveling. But I brought 2 different banks, 2 cards from 2 different banks, just in case one doesn't work, I have the other one. So yeah, make sure you do that. And normally I was paying with cash because I did not want to use my card because fraud. So I was always carrying cash around with me no matter where I went. I always carried at least $100 worth of bot. I think is bot here. So I was always carrying at least $100, which definitely will get me out of any trouble here in Indonesia. Taxi rides are like $5 to like 20 minutes for $5, not $10 or so, which comes out to like 50,000 to 100,000 baht. I think it's called baht. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever. So I would get out of any trouble with that money, and which is what you need. If somebody steals your shoes, you need a taxi ride, you need food, you need a shirt, whatever. You can buy whatever you need with that much money, and you'll be okay. Okay, you'll get back to your hotel and you'll be okay. So, anyways, I already showed you guys my charger. This one is from, I forgot, what's the name? Noco. Noco sent me this. They actually said to make a review, so this is the review. Noco is actually a pretty good product. Has a USB drive and a one to jump your cars, and it has a flashlight. So it actually comes in handy, and it has a lot of battery life, and it's actually pretty cool, weatherproof too. Well, I don't know if it's weatherproof or not, but I used it in the rain and it worked. Well, it got wet and it was all good. So anyways, chargers again, and you need a neck pillow. On the plane I was on, the seats had like little paddings on them, so I didn't really need this, but it comes in handy if you do. And my laptop with mouse, external mouse, and this is what I use to edit all my videos, upload stuff, and get on the internet. And it actually came in handy when I thought I lost my phone, because I opened it up and I text my own phone and I heard it in my backpack, and I was like, are you kidding me? So I emptied my entire backpack out, found my phone. Luckily it wasn't lost. Thank the Lord. Last but not least, I bought a collapsible water bottle in case, well, when I took, day trips, I always use this, or I would use my big 1 gallon container. I would fill this up at the hotel, take it with me. It actually saved me a whole bunch of times, because I drink a lot of water. I like to stay hydrated, especially here in a sweaty, wet climate like Indonesia. You're always sweating, so you definitely need to stay hydrated, and water is pretty expensive here, and sometimes you can't find anybody that sells bottled water, and you only drink bottled water here in Indonesia because you don't want to drink it out of the tap. You don't know what the hell's in there. So anyways, that's it, guys. That's everything I packed. As far as stuff that I'm gonna take back, I'm gonna take pretty much this entire section back. As far as the clothes, I'm only probably gonna take like half of this back. I'm not gonna take any of my underwear, socks, or sweater, and all of my shirts. I'm only gonna take like my workout shirts, because these are pretty expensive. My t-shirts, because they're my brand t-shirts. Comeback Reaper, make sure you check them out, automechanicssupply.com. Buy yours today. And my joggers, because they're expensive, and my jeans, because they're expensive. So pretty much everything's gonna be gone. Last thing is the shoes. What did I bring for shoes? Of course I brought flip-flops. I wore those most of the time. When I was walking to the cafes, because the cafe is about a mile away, I would wear my Nikes, my running shoes, and then on the plane and going out, I was wearing my Chucks, my black Chuck Taylors, and they came in handy. So that's what I brought for shoes. I did carry on the sandals and the running shoes. I put those in my carry-on, in my bag, and I use plastic bags to put those in, and I was good to go. So yeah, 3 pairs of shoes, no problem. Everything was good. So thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hit that like button if you made it all the way through the video. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope this helped. Take care.